Bryan Danielson. Apparently, the sub-IQ cretins online have blamed Bryan Danielson for firing CM Punk from AEW. Now, Jesse, it's in the news, and Bryan was on commentary, so I figured it's a nice segue. Bryan was on a disciplinary committee that voted to fire CM Punk. Now, Tony Khan has given Bryan Danielson responsibility. Tony Khan has given Bryan Danielson a stance in the company that is basically, he's one of his trusted soldiers, his right-hand men, and he was one of 3 people that made this decision. Now, I don't know where people got this information from, but now people are blaming Bryan Danielson for firing CM Punk, and it's just a bad look. It's just a bad
everybody's fault but Punk's.
It's everybody's fault. Yeah, it's everybody's fault but CM Punk's. But Tony Khan came out on live television and said that after all of the evidence that he had to rummage through, he made the decision, the ultimate decision for what's best for the company, to fire CM Punk after sufficient evidence was revealed, which he had to look through. Nobody wants to hear that, though. No, they want to blame Bryan Danielson. Now, Bryan Danielson's got some bad fucking stigma in the IWC. Fuck them people. Well, what did you think of this story, man? What did you think about reading this? Because I know Drew and I talked about this last night. I was curious if you were following what was going on there.
I saw it. And Tony Khan asked Bryan Danielson to do something for him because he knew Bryan Danielson would be honest.
Yes.
And he also knew that Bryan Danielson was good friends with Punk.
Yes.
And he still trusted him to do what was right. Bryan Danielson did what was asked of him. He joined a few other people, and they came to a conclusion, and they gave Tony Khan the results, and Tony Khan could have just as easily done whatever he wanted with those results. He could have buried them, or he could have followed the recommendation. He opted to follow the recommendation. Okay? So ultimately, it was Tony Khan that hired CM Punk, and it was Tony Khan that fired CM Punk, and that story is over.
Yeah. I mean, do you honestly think Bryan Danielson wanted to fire CM Punk? Nope. He did not want to fire CM Punk. Nope. I mean, they're fucking comrades. They're fucking great friends. They have such a rich history together. He didn't want to do that. You don't think Bryan Danielson wanted to wrestle CM Punk at Wembley? You don't think I wanted to see it? Everybody wanted to see it. That's a main event match for the ages.
I don't think Bryan wanted to be put in this situation to be a part of the decision to fire Punk. I don't think that Tony Khan wanted to ask Bryan to have to be put in a situation to be a part of the decision to fire Punk. But unfortunately, the situation came down to what it came down to. I mean, it happened. And, we're already on the subject, so I'm going to mention something else about this. I'm going to mention some chatter that I don't like seeing, that I don't agree with online. Jack Perry. People want to say that, I've literally read this more times than I should have. Something along the lines of, it's Jack Perry's fault for making Punk mad. I've seen a tweet in that form or in that regard multiple times. And this is what I want to make clear right now. When Punk got into the beef with the Elite and got hurt and left, when Punk came back, Punk did not want to be there anymore. That is why he was sitting in the fucking parking lot of the Allstate Arena begging Tamina Snuka to get him a meeting with Triple H. That's why he was in the parking lot trying to get a meeting with WWE.
This was last December, and he was recovering from an injury. He was going through rehabilitation at that time.
Right. He did not want to be there anymore. Now, when he came back, Tony Khan laid down a golden path for him, gave him his own show, gave him carte blanche, gave him his own roster, gave him his friend back, gave him his own world title, gave him everything, gave him the ability to send home management, gave him everything. But Punk had already decided that he did not want to be there. Now, he got into it with Jack Perry. People are saying, well, why would you poke the bear? Why would you want to make Punk mad? It turns out that Punk didn't care who he got into a fight with because, like we just discussed, Punk didn't want to be there. He could have spun a wheel, and it just that so happens the name landed on Jack Perry. He would have picked a fight with anybody to get himself fired because he didn't want to be there. If you want to say that Punk isn't there anymore because of the Elite and Kenny Omega, okay. I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm saying maybe you have a fucking point, okay? Maybe. They didn't want to do business. Punk did want to do business after the fight. It was the whole fucking break. There was no communication there. The shit went awry. TK should have done more right there. There was the problem. Jack Perry was not the fucking problem. If Jack Perry was never even in London, I promise everyone else fucking watching right now, I promise everyone watching on demand later, Punk would have picked a fight with someone else. He wanted out. It was not about Perry. It was not about Perry. For the money that Punk was making and for the creative control and everything Punk was given, you think Punk is stupid enough to let Jack Perry cost him all of that? Punk wanted out. That's why he lunged at Tony Khan. He wanted out. He got what he wanted. He wanted out. If you want to beef with someone because Punk is not there, take it up with TK and the Elite. This has nothing to do with Jack fucking Perry.
This is the story of a desperate man who basically had no way out of a guaranteed contract.
Yeah.
And the money that he was making. And he saw a way. He basically tried to go under the radar, under his boss's nose. And it was public knowledge that he went to Monday Night Raw to go talk to Triple H. Tony Khan didn't say anything of it because Tony Khan had fucking love-struck eyes over CM Punk. This man literally did anything possible to get out of that contract. He saw the one opening, and Punk is a shrewd businessman. He's a very intelligent human being. He saw it, he took it, and he lunged at Tony Khan and said some expletives towards Tony Khan. At that point, he waved goodbye. Jesse and I were in the building. We seen the replay. He waved goodbye to everybody in London. Why is CM Punk waving goodbye? So that was the last time we saw him. He was fired days later. But my question, Jesse, is, he was guaranteed with that contract. I know for a fact that he loves pro wrestling. I know for a fact he loved AEW when he first got here. He genuinely wanted to make the place better. And he tried his damnedest, even when he didn't want to. So at the end of the day, it did become about money. And now he's back in WWE, and it's about money. It's not about... it's money first, love of the business second. But where else was he going to go? Where else was he going to go? This was his last chance. He knew that he didn't want his career to end that way. And he wants to go out. He wants to go out on top. He wants to write his own fucking end. And WWE was going to be the only place for him to do that. So he had no choice.
Yeah, I sincerely, and this is in this part, everything I just said, I'm pretty confident that was all fact. If anyone's sitting around there hearing what I just said, still thinks that Punk would be in AEW still right now, if it wasn't for Jack Perry, I respectively say you're an idiot. I'm sorry. If you want to put it on the Bucks and the Elite and Kenny, we can have that discussion, and you might not be wrong. Okay, you might have a point there, but Jack Perry, you're an idiot. At that point, he wanted out. That's not even the case anymore. Now, before Punk even came back to pro wrestling at all, before he even got back to AEW or came to AEW, when people would ask, what is the one thing that he said that he would want to come back to pro wrestling?
Oh, you were asking me a question.
Yeah.
What was the question again? I'm sorry, I was reading the chat.
What was it that Punk said that he would want to come to pro wrestling for his first run, his first comeback? What and people would ask him, Punk, what is it going to take to get you back into pro wrestling? What did he say?
He just wants someone to come talk to him and give him a good offer.
He said he wanted a big bag.
Well, that too. Everybody wants a big bag. You want a big bag. I want a big bag. Everybody wants a big bag.
Do you think Bryan Danielson wanted a big bag to come to pro wrestling?
No.
But you don't think he wanted one? You don't think he wanted a lot of money?
Bryan wanted a lot of money, yeah.
But that's not. But that wasn't the first thing he would say, was it?
No.
He would say he wants to he wants to wrestle.
Yeah.
He's gonna get paid.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking fantastic at what he does, but it's not the primary focus. Punk came back for money. And he got his money. He got a shit ton of money. And he got a lot more. And it still wasn't enough on the second run because he was already done. He was already pissed off beyond being pissed off. And I can relate to that. I understand that. When you're pissed off and you want out, you just want out. I get that part. But to come back and then target a Jack Perry and blame him for your reason of leaving, that's horseshit. Man up and say, you're pissed because the Bucks don't want to fucking do business after you're fucking spat and you don't want to be here any fucking more. That was because that's the truth. That is the truth. You don't want to be in this fucking company anymore. That's what. Why else were you sitting in a WWE parking lot?
Let me ask you this: if the Bucks and Omega wanted to do business, and we get this 6-man tag team match that would have made AEW a whole hell of a lot of money and sold a whole bunch of pay-per-views, do you think CM Punk would still be in AEW right now?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Because he wanted to work with them. And I truly believe he wanted to do business with them. It's them that didn't want to do business with him.
It's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying it's, I don't know. I know if we would have gotten that, before the first fight even broke out and there was never any drama, then yeah, it would have been great. He'd still be there. It would have happened. But after Brawl Out, after that Brawl Out media scrum, the game has changed. Everything has fucking changed. From that media scrum, could it have been fixed from that point? I don't know. I don't know if any scenario that could have happened after Brawl Out would have made things better. It was just soured at that point.
The funny thing is none of these guys, Tony Khan, the Bucks, Page, Omega, when they made that decision not to work with Punk, now we're not working with him. Meanwhile, Punk wanted to do business and make money, and FTR and Punk versus the Elite would have been big business for them. None of them at the time, were thinking, well, if he doesn't want to be here and he leaves, or they fire him, or he just quits, he ain't going back to WWE. That's never gonna happen, man. Meanwhile, they don't know that, and I said this about Triple H before in regards to Tony Khan, bro, and I know you agree with this. Triple H is like the sleeping dragon in Lord of the Rings, the second Hobbit film, where the fucking the dwarves go into the cave, into the mountain to go wake the dragon up because they're looking for the Arkenstone. Triple H is that fucking dragon, and you give Triple H an inch, he's gonna take fucking 10 miles. Oh yeah, they don't think Punk is gonna come back here, man. Let's hey yo Nick, come on, bro. Let's go talk to this guy, man. We'll conduct business. We'll write up a nice fancy contract where we got him by his balls and his tongue is fucking stapled shut, right? Let's get him back in the company. None of them thought that he would end up back over there. Now they lost him over there, and look at where the momentum has shifted. Look. I mean, whether you like it or not, I know you don't like it, and I know you don't care, but you can't sit there and tell me it's not a fucking absolutely massive maneuver.
It was a massive maneuver when Punk signed with AEW, and the momentum was high, and everybody was high in spirit and everything else. Until a little while later, when the shit hit the fan, when WWE was asked about it, they literally said he's their problem now.
Yeah,
they were fucking spot on, were they not?
Yeah.
So as of right now, today, a few days after he signed with WWE, yeah, they have a lot of fucking traction right now. They have a lot of attention right now because of it. But I say we give it a little bit, okay. Did they expect Punk to go to WWE? I don't know if they expected it. They're probably just as surprised as we were. But at the end of the day, they were probably thinking, I'd rather he be there than here because we don't want to work with him anymore. So it's good that things are high right now. And I'll go on record as saying this. I hope it works out for Phil over there. I think he deserves to end his career there. I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame over there. I hope it works out. The thing for me that I'm not worried about it because I don't watch WWE, so I'm no longer worried about what Phil is gonna do to a locker room that I care about anymore. Because he's in WWE and I don't watch WWE. If he came back to AEW, I would be worried about what the fuck Phil's gonna do next because he's a ticking time bomb. So if he goes over there and it all works out, great. You know what I would rather have? I want AEW to fire back. I want AEW to raise their bar and get just as high as where WWE is right now and keep the competition live. I'm really weirded out by all these people saying, Haas, great, AEW is dead now. You want to go back to WWE being the only company in town. That's what you want. When they treat the talent like shit, when they don't pay them shit, when they have nowhere else to go, that's what you want. They're going to go back to giving you shitty TV. Do I need to remind you of the fucking creative we got in WWE the second they buried WCW? It was nothing.
It was dog shit.
It was terrible.
Like nobody in their right mind wants that. Like if you want AEW to truly die, then you're a complete fucking Nimrod. Honestly, you're a brain dead idiot. It's just ridiculous. And listen, you know, I know a lot of people think that Jesse and I are AEW fucking dick riders, but let's be real. You know, the unthinkable happened 2 years ago. Tony Khan and AEW brought this man out of retirement when he hated pro wrestling. So they said something and sparked an interest in him to fucking come back in the first place. So the reason why Punk is in pro wrestling now is because of AEW. Otherwise, he wouldn't be in WWE. Fact. He would not be in WWE right now if AEW did not bring him back to television. So you could thank Tony Khan and AEW for that.
That is probably very true as well. I didn't think about that.
Yes. CM Punk would still be at home in his condo with Larry in his lap watching fucking the Blackhawks right now on Monday. That's where he'd be. He would not be
popping up at indie shows wearing a mask.
Yeah, somewhere. He'd be like tweeting about fucking horror movies for Christmas horror movies or whatever the fuck's going on now.
You know, no. WWE's momentum is riding high. Good, because now I want AEW to follow that path and raise their standards and just try to be as hot as WWE is right now. That means we win. Okay. And then I want WWE to see that and say, we can do better than that. And then I want the shit to go back and forth. We all win. Those of you who watch WWE will win. Those of us who watch AEW will win. Everybody wins, dude. So enjoy.
We got a $100 super chat. Fixes a bind. Says probably don't have to worry about the Elite running anyone else out of AEW because they probably won't be that jealous of anyone else ever again. Folks had the Elite hat on and an ear-to-ear smile when Punk was fired. Punk is back on top now.
Jealous?
Thank you. But yeah, they were jealous.
They were jealous of
the Elite. Were the Elite? The Matt and Nick Jackson were jealous.
Jealous of what?
Of Punk.
Jealous of what?
Of Punk.
Oh, what did they?
About his star power in the company. He basically was AEW, and they started the company, and there was animosity there based off that. No doubt.
Okay, so you think they would? Okay, all right. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out, like, what do you think they were jealous of? Like what?
Just you know, I just think that, you know, he comes on in and he's immediately the fucking top priority. He's immediately the star of the show, and he's the reason for the ratings and the pay-per-view buy rates, and they were not.
Okay,
that's there was no doubt about it. A professional jealousy there.
No, that's an opinion, and it's a valid one. Yeah, it's a valid one. Sure, okay, I could see that. We don't know. All I'm saying is that that's not confirmed, but that's a valid opinion. Since we don't know, we're all shooting our opinions. Okay, I can see that. All right.
Now, one last note about Bryan Danielson. We'll touch upon CM Punk, what Jesse thought of the promo at the end of the show. I know it kind of led to Bryan and Punk, and Jesse wanted to mention that about Punk. You know, another thing about this Bryan Danielson situation is a lot of people wanted a locker room leader. Oh, there's no locker room leader. There's no structure in the AEW locker room. Meanwhile, you got Bryan Danielson in here. He's got the power to hand out fucking fines and suspensions where he sees fit because people trust him. And people are now complaining that there's a locker room leader in AEW. Which is it? Do you not want someone as trusted and beloved as Bryan Danielson to fucking lay down the law when he sees fit? Because I'm pretty sure that when he sees fit, more than likely it's a legit reason. Because he's not going to be handing out fines and suspensions to anybody on any given fucking day for no reason. Like, you can't complain about this now because
they just want to complain.
Yeah, you're just complaining.
You just want to complain.
Oh, well, what is this? Is unfair. It's like there's no structure in the locker room. I didn't ask for that. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You want the structure? Tony Khan gave you structure. I mean, can the guy do no fucking right?
Nope.
Jesus Christ.
Nope.
Bryan Danielson's on my fucking roster. Not only is he in the ring, doing what he's got to do, but he's a voice of the locker room. It's exactly what Tony Khan did.
It's tough, dude. I mean, I would never want to be put in that position. I was put in that position before professionally, and that's not a great position to be in. But it's an honor to be respected as a professional at your trade, at your craft, for someone to honor your opinion. But that position sucks for Bryan. I don't envy him in that regard, and I don't think anyone in this industry would consider Bryan Danielson a selfish person. I don't think they would consider him an evil person or someone that's unfair. So, in that regard, and he still made this call. It sucked for him. It sucks that he had to be put in that position. If I'm TK, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have put Bryan in that fucking spot, man.
Well, it doesn't matter. I would have put him in the spot. It's pretty shitty that Fightful ran that report, and Drew and I talked about that last night. Like, did they have to run that particular report? Did AEW give them clearance to run that report? Like, I don't really understand why.
It's not Fightful's job to withhold news. If they got the scoop, if they got the info and it's valid, run it. That's your job, man. That's money. Don't leak it. Whoever knew it and said something shouldn't have said shit.
To someone that really doesn't deserve the backlash is what I'm trying to get at.
It's there, dude. That's news.
Of all the people, bro, in that locker room that doesn't need that or doesn't deserve that backlash, it's him.
Don't leak it. They know how to not leak shit when they don't want it leaked.
Well, whoever leaked it then to Fightful, Bryan should be pissed at them.
Maybe TK leaked it.
I don't know.
I don't know, but we know that they can keep information in when they want it, and this was intentionally leaked. Yeah. This was strategically leaked. By whom? I don't know, but they wanted it out there. And they got out there. If I'm Fightful and I got that, I'm not sitting on it, man.
Yeah.
It's not my job to hold information because then someone else gets it. They fucking run the scoop and you had it first.
Yeah.
Don't leak it.